Chicago's street gang members now facing federal charges in connection with the shooting death of a local rapper downtown. The charges announced today by the U.S. attorney, who says social media played a role in this case.
Social media played a role in this case. Social media played a role in this case. A federal racketeering and indictment, an 11-page indictment. That is not a federal indictment that could be that's a little indictment for 5 people charged with murder, racketeering, and guns and all this stuff. That is a little indictment. That's a federal indictment from the federal DEA informants right on YouTube. Nobody can't tell me. You heard what he just said? Social media. So stop trying to go around the social media part. All you YouTubers who was a part of what happened to Carlton Weekly and Davon Bennett, please stop it, you guys. Please stop it.
Patrick Elwood live at the Dirksen Federal Building now with the latest. Pat?
Ben, and right you are, a brazen act of violence that took place on an August day in the Gold Coast.
Yep, and the only one will be out there doing a brazen act like that in the middle of the Gold Coast is probably you and your comrades, you know, Mr. Curley and the crew. These are the only people who will be out there doing a brazen act like that. Moowop and them didn't go downtown shooting nothing up. Moowop and them didn't do no brazen act like that. Who did the brazen act is these people that's talking right now. All of these guys are those people, and y'all know 100% facts that that these people are involved in it. And this is why they're running up there talking about something. It was solved by social media, brazen act and all that. Yeah, the brazen act came from you guys, sir. And these are facts.
Against a Chicago rapper. And then it was promoted and bragged about on social media. And the feds say it was because of that helped them make this case.
So it was bragged about on social media, and that would help the feds make this case, right? Well, could the feds or anybody put up some evidence or put that in the 11-page indictment? What videos that made the feds help the feds with making this case? Did any one of those people, 5 that's charged, was any one of those people on YouTube saying that they killed Carlton Weekly? Was any one of those people on YouTube saying they killed Carlton Weekly? No, sir. No, sir. So where did you get all this so-called evidence from? Social media evidence. All the social media evidence that your promotional team put up. You know, the Freemason promotional team. The ones that pushes all the narratives on YouTube and social media. All the ones that push the narrative on YouTube and social media. So if you keep saying social media solved it and this and that, what did the feds do? Do the feds got any fingerprints? Do the feds got any ballistics? Do the feds got any pictures of them taking guns to Atlanta? Do the feds got any anything of them selling any drugs? Do feds got anything of them committing any crime but what someone said on social media?
It was back in August of 2020 that Carlton Weekly, who went by the rapper name FBG Duck, down in the city's Gold Coast while shopping.
So who was he down to the Gold Coast shopping with? Because his mother said he doesn't know the guy that was on the ground. Was she in the back seat? Or was she down there with Duck shopping? Yes, she was down there with Duck shopping. That's how she know. It was Dolce. It wasn't Milano's. It was Dolce. Y'all remember? Because she was down there with Duck. She was right down in the Gold Coast with Duck when he was assassinated and drilled out by Mr. Curley and the crew. Y'all know who they are.
A joint task force of law enforcement working together on this one.
Could y'all please get y'all story right? Now you're saying a task force of joint officers working on this investigation. What task force? You just told us that social media solved the case. Oh, social media is your joint task force because they are the feds and the DEA. So I'm glad you told that that these people are the Federal Bureau of Investigation and they're the DEA, because you just said social media solved the case. So what joint task force did y'all work with? Where's all these officers that's supposed to head on DEA jackets, SWAT, and all this stuff? Where's all these people at? And what joint task force? The people in Atlanta, like Von's lawyer that played the FBI agent? What joint task force? Because you just said social media solved the case. Stupo.
And today, CPD Superintendent David Brown says this is part of a bigger strategy to thwart gang violence and maximize prison time for those who will be found guilty.
And if you were so much on gangs and all this stuff, Brown, if you were so much on gangs and all that, then I think I would have been doing the gangs. I think I would have been going against the gangs or trying to stop the gangs. You know why? Because y'all only did this because it's election time. So you want to look good for election. The other two geeks want to look good for election. The state's attorney want to look good for the election. Lori Lightfoot want to look good for the election. Everybody want to look good for the election. And this is what y'all do at election time. You don't arrest people. Y'all set people up to make a big old bus and y'all can feel like y'all combating the gang violence and all this. Gang violence has been going on in Chicago. You ain't been stopped it. You can't stop gang violence. You see what I'm saying? So stop sitting up there front. That's just a way for them boys to get a long time. See what I'm saying? A long time. And that's exactly what they gonna get. You see what I'm saying?
We are going after gangs in this city. This includes gang investigations, narcotics investigations, and gun investigations. We are working together to hold gang members accountable.
So who are you working together with? So the Joint Task Force must be the YouTubers. That's who you working with, the YouTubers. Because you said in social media, help the feds solve this case. So who are you working with to stop this violence? The violence that you guys bring. You're working with the YouTubers, right? You just said it, I didn't. Because at the beginning he said social media helped to solve this case. Well, social media solved it. Because the feds had nothing to do with it, because we see none of the work that the feds put in. We see no work that the feds put in. The only thing the feds did was gathered all the information that these YouTubers have and made a bogus 11-page indictment. You see?
For violence.
Today, 5 members of a faction of the Gangster Disciples have been indicted for his murder.
Hold on, news. Let me get this right. Did y'all pick up 5 gangster disciples, or did y'all pick up 5 black disciples? See, because when you're getting on this news, you gotta have it right. See, us as bloggers or whatever, we can make a mistake like that every once in a while. But you guys shouldn't be making that mistake. Because at least if you make that mistake, I know that it's protocol that you have to do another segment and say that we got to recant that story and that we screwed up. So is that gangster disciples or black disciples? Would somebody tell me anything? But it doesn't matter if they're gangster disciples or black disciples. Y'all just heard the dude say gangs. So y'all beware, all you gangs.
It's one of those cases we were able to bring federal resources to bear to work with the Chicago Police Department to ultimately...
Hold on, wait. Y'all brought resources together to work with the Chicago police. But you just said that social media solved the case. So who was you working with, the Chicago police or the social media? Oh, you're working with the YouTubers because they all are police. And that's why Mama Duck kept saying, and the Chicago police came to my house. And the Chicago police came to my house. And I have another video up some months and months ago that I told y'all that that the Chicago police came to Mama Duck house 9 times out of 10 to get a picture of that gun from the Dead Bitches video and get those pictures that can link anybody to FBG Duck.
help us make the case.
In announcing the indictments, U.S. Attorney John Lausch says this is a federal case because it falls under federal racketeering organized crime statutes. Charged are 30-year-old Charles Liggins, 28-year-old Kenneth Roberson, 22-year-old Christopher Thomas, 22-year-old T. Carlos Offord, and 22-year-old Marcus Smart. The indictment alleges the five used social media to brag about their crimes as a way to intimidate rivals and promote their standing within the gang, which operates in the 63rd and King Drive area.
Okay, you guys. He said that they bragged on social media about murders and all this stuff. So could anybody please give me some videos where you see Muwap saying that he killed Duck? Where they saying that DQ said that he killed Duck? C Murder said that he killed Duck. Give me some video with any one of these people saying they killed Duck. No, everything that was put on social media, that was the YouTubers trying to break stuff down like they run around talking about a shoe that Muwap's supposed to have got some evidence on it. Talking about Muwap self-snitching. Get the fuck out of here. So, you tell me, or give me a video where you see any one of those 5 defendants talking about that they killed Carlton Weekly. You don't. That's all YouTubers making that stuff up. See, y'all said the YouTubers and social media are the one who got them booked, right? So that must be from where y'all got that information from. None of those people said it. So you're going to believe YouTubers? You're going to believe YouTubers? Yes, of course you're going to believe those YouTubers when you know it's a lie, because the YouTubers work for you guys. You see what I'm saying? And oh, you wanted to get your promotion too for the election too, right? But we're going to take you out this shit, sir. These are facts.
But U.S. Attorney Lausch says by using social media, in a way, they set their own trap.
No, U.S. Attorney Lausch, they didn't set the trap. You, Mama Duck, the YouTubers, Lori Lightfoot, Dirk, 600 Breezy, and all of you guys set the fucking trap. No, they didn't set no trap. How did they set the trap? You have none of these people on YouTube. They wasn't posting no videos to YouTube saying that they killed FBG Duck. You had all these YouTubers running around, taking stuff off people's Instagram, trying to put stuff together and just say things because they knew that they had to do that, because they knew in the long run that y'all was going to come back right about around election time and pinch my oblock 5 off and try to charge them with these bullshit murders, right? You knew that, and just like everybody else knew it. And that's why your dumbass got caught, sir. Mr. State's Attorney Lausch. We will see if we can get you in federal custody for being the U.S. attorney or state's attorney, whatever the fuck they said, and you're lying under oath.
There are now 5 people in custody who weren't in custody before. 5 people who were alleged to have committed a more.
Got him. See, U.S. Attorney Lausch, you stuck your fucking foot in your mouth big time. Did y'all hear him? We have now in custody 5 people who have alleged to committed more, and then he fucked up. Because guess what? That's what it's about. It was all alleged shit. This whole YouTube scandal thing set these boys up was all alleged. But you heard what he said, who have committed more, because he fucked up big time. He said, who have committed more, and then he tried to switch it up, because guess what? It's just what I told y'all. They trying to get them in there and trying to make them break on something else. You said they was alleged to have committed murders, but guess what? You got to have your I's dotted and your motherfucking T's crossed when you come playing these games and when you're locking 5 people up and talking about life and the death penalty. Louse.
But U.S. Attorney Lausch says by using social media, in a way, they set their own trap.
There are now 5 people in custody who weren't in custody before. 5 people who were alleged to have committed a murder in broad daylight in the area.
But U.S. Attorney Lausch says by using social media, in a way, they set their own trap.
There are now 5 people in custody who weren't in custody before. 5 people who were alleged to have committed a murder in broad daylight in the middle of the afternoon in the city of Chicago.
But U.S. Attorney Lausch says by using social media, in a way, they set their own trap.
There are now 5 people in custody who weren't in custody before. 5 people who were alleged to have committed a murder. And now it's known to them, and it's known to anybody else who might be committing similar acts of brazen violence.
You youth, basically he just said, he's just letting y'all know that all the rest of y'all that they're coming to get, all the people that's getting interviews like the TMYMBs, the Big Wanies, and all the people that they're running around to interview, he's telling you this is going to happen to you next. And he's telling you this is what they're finna do. This is their new strategy to take all you boys down on YouTube, you know, from their YouTube Freemason promotional team. Listen to what I'm telling you. See, guess what? One thing I am great with is breaking the nigga down, but whatever he say out his motherfucking mouth is breaking him to smithereens. And that's what I'm doing to U.S. Attorney Laus right now. You see, these are facts.
Right? And who may brag about it or not brag about it, that their day has come.
He said, this is for anybody who brags about it, their day has come. None of them was bragging about it, because guess what? None of them uploaded none of those videos. None of those people uploaded no videos that y'all supposed to be using off of social media. Nope, this is why the people used to always go on that gram and take all the Instagrams and stuff and then throw them right on YouTube. See, throw them right on YouTube. You see what I'm saying? These are facts.
So 4 out of the 5 suspects were arrested today. The 5th was already in jail on an unrelated charge. They will be assigned a judge here at the federal Dirksen building in the coming weeks.
What judge they gonna be assigned? I hope it ain't that same judge off the phone that did the phone call with Monalos and Muwap. I hope it ain't that same judge, because we already proved that that judge ain't shit. See, it can't be no judge getting assigned, sir, because we already proved that it's all BS. See, all y'all set this up. You see what I'm saying, red face? All of y'all set this up, red face. Hey, red face, we're going to see if we can get you right in that Dirksen building that you're standing in front of. You fucking goofy, okay?
Reporting from the South Loop, Patrick Elwood, WGN News, Ben and Gaynor, back to you.